You want that good sound, like, huh? Let me see if I can see your face. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So what's going on, young lady?
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. People don't know we did a video in the past, but the police was back there and they lights messed the video up. Couldn't really see it. So we're gonna redo it today.
Yeah.
We're gonna start out by getting your name, your age, and where you're from.
My name is Monique. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm 27 years old.
So you've been right here in Charlotte this whole time?
Yeah, born and raised in Charlotte. I've been here all my life.
Oh, word up.
Yep.
That's what's going on. Monique, let's get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna start with your childhood. Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
I did not, but my father was still in my life. He still made effort to, spend time with me. Even though he wasn't in Charlotte, he was married in Maryland, so he was traveling a lot. But my mother took care of me most of all.
Right, so you had a good child. You had a father.
Yeah, I had a father, but he just wasn't.
He just went in the house with you, but he still took care of his responsibility as a man.
Yes. Yeah.
That's great. So, talk about your school years. You finished high school?
I did not, but I eventually went back to school to get my diploma.
So you do got a diploma?
Yeah.
But let me ask you, what grade did you quit?
I stopped in the 11th grade. Due to me being in and out the hospital with sickle cell disease, so I didn't have time to go to school. I missed a lot of days when I was younger in high school.
So you in high school you had sickle cell?
Yes.
How long you still got it?
Yes, I still have it. I was born and raised with it.
Oh, so you're born with it?
I said born and raised.
No, I'm saying you're born with it. You had your whole life.
Yeah, I had it my whole life. I was born with sickle cell disease. I just missed a lot of days out of school. But I eventually went back to school.
So outside of going to the hospital and having to leave school at a young age, in 11th grade, how else did growing up with sickle cell affect your life?
I wasn't able to play certain sports. When my mom put it in my mind, she said that I couldn't do certain things just because I had sickle cell disease. I could, but she just felt like, it would make me sick if I do certain things like other children. So I wasn't able to, fulfill my dreams because I let sickle cell kind of like get in the way, I didn't take care of myself when I was younger. I didn't drink a lot of water like I was supposed to when I was young, eat healthy like I was supposed to. So it kind of stopped me from doing the things that I want to do as far as like modeling goes. I was on a model as a kid, and I wasn't able to do that because I was in a hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yep.
So you have any party years? I'm really trying to
party years.
Party years. I'm really just trying to find out how we end to the situation where we in now.
Okay. So as far as what, like the whole addiction part, or is just
well, you say your story's a little different. Your story didn't come from partying.
Yeah, it didn't come. Oh no, because
let's talk about that. How did you?
I didn't start partying until 2 years ago. I never been to no club until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I never drunk alcohol until 2 years ago. So I just never really was really big on partying and stuff like that. I mean, I used to hang out with my homegirl and my baby, my kid's father. And when I met him when I was 16, I used to go, over there and be grown and stuff with him. I was 16, he was 19, so I used to be grown with my friend, one of my best friends. And I just we never went to no club. I never drank alcohol, none of that. I tried weed when I was 16, but I didn't like it, so I never did no other stuff. Thank God.
Right.
Yeah.
Monique, when you contacted me, you actually subscribed to my channel.
Yeah, I did.
And you watched my videos.
I watched your videos.
And then you contacted me on Facebook. You're like, listen, I got a good story. I want you to come in Charlotte and interview me. You said my story's a little different. I have opiate addiction, but it didn't come from me trying to party, hang out with the wrong crowd, doing drugs.
Right.
It came from my sickle cell.
Yes.
So let's talk about how you got addicted.
Okay, so I ended up getting addicted when I was I knew I had a problem when I was about 16. And I just kind of feel like, me having sickle cell just kind of ruined my whole life because I wouldn't be where I'm at now if I felt like if I would never touch those opiates or just got addicted to it, then I would never be You know what I'm saying? Where I'm into what I'm going through right now. And I feel like I'll be a lot more further. So I ended up when I was 16 years old. I took my first hydrocodone. My mother was going through a lot of abuse with my siblings' dad. I heard a lot of that, and I seen a lot of it. So eventually, I needed something to kind of cope with that, to kind of numb my pain. And I didn't go to the right resources, and I had the right people in my life at the time. My mom, she was going through her own personal problems and stuff like that, so I wasn't able to talk to her. So I felt like me taking opiates would be the only outlet of me forgetting about everything. I would just go to sleep, and that, me sleeping my life away, I felt like that would be the best thing for me to do. It's not the right decision, but that's the only thing that I knew back then. Eventually my body, I was in and out the hospital. Eventually your body gets tolerant to those medications because you always in and out the hospital. So that's what my situation, that's what happened with me. I ended up getting tolerant to the pain medicines. Just imagine I was a baby. I was getting morphine as a baby, and they were just shooting up in my veins. I couldn't speak for myself then. My mother just wanted me out of pain. So she didn't know no better. Yes, she was grown, but she just wanted me to be out of pain. I felt like it just kind of got worse over time, and like I said, I was on a lot of opiates, and it's just, I started abusing it because of the things that I was going through, because of emotional pain. It wasn't so much of the physical pain, it was so much of the emotional pain. And I feel like that's a lot of people's problem. We go through depression, we go through anxiety and a lot of mental problems, and we don't get the help that we need. So we feel like drugs is the only thing that's going to help, but really it makes it worse. That stuff makes it 10 times worse. I'm telling you, it makes your brain, it just mess your whole mental state up. It just messed me up, because I used to think, I can still think straight, but I'm just saying my whole thinking process, I have to kind of retrain my brain, because I've been on so much medications all my life. So I have to kind of I feel like therapy was the only thing for me to get the help that I need, because I can't do it on my own. So I had to get some type of help. So I found peer support myself. I'm 27 years old now, and I'm currently taking Suboxone. I take that, so that's what keep me functioning, keep me going, and honestly, that saved my life. A lot of people feel like Suboxone don't help. It's because you're going back doing the same drugs, and it's making it worse. You messing the receptors up in your brain, you messing your body up, your body all over the place, because you taking Suboxone and you taking opiates and any drug of choice, and it's gonna make it worse. So I think I didn't go to no hard drugs. I just been on pain pills.
Right.
Yeah.
So I heard you say it all started when you were 16. You took some hydrocodone.
Yeah.
Those was prescriptions.
That was prescribed from the doctor. It was in a bottle. Yeah. To me.
Okay. So you took a lot of them to escape what you was going through in your environment with your mom and your stepfather.
Yes.
Okay. Let's speak back up. Then you say you also started abusing your hospital trips.
Yeah.
To get the medication, because
I didn't like the feeling. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, when you don't have that medicine in your body, it makes your body feel like, I never really had severe withdrawal, but I just had a stomach pain and your restless legs, and it just felt uncomfortable. And at the time, I'm like, I need something in my body to make me feel relaxed. So I was go to the hospital.
So you were going to the hospital when you needed it. I mean, when you really needed it, and you were also going just to get extra medication because you like the feeling.
So then, when I'm if I'm in an actual sickle cell crisis, this is something that my therapist was trying to talk to my doctor about. Last week, my therapist, my peer support, went to my doctor's appointment with me. She was just asking her if she's going to be on Suboxone for the rest of her life, and she was like, eventually, yes, she's going to have to be on that medicine for the rest of her life. And I looked at her like she was crazy, because I'm just like, I'm not. I'm just gonna have to wean myself off. So now I'm addicted to the Suboxone, because Suboxone is still a narcotic. It's still a narcotic, and so it's just, I still have sickle cell disease. It's still a chronic disease. So if I'm still having a pain, an actual sickle cell crisis at the time, the doctors don't know how to tell whether I'm in the pain or I'm just going through cravings.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you go to the hospital just because you want extra medication just to abuse it, is you going once a week? And how long every week?
Almost. I was going almost every week.
How long do you stay in the hospital?
I was staying in the hospital for about a week.
So hold up. So you check yourself in. You stay there for a week. You come home for a week.
And then
you
I
go
come
back
home
to
and not
for a
knowing,
week.
and now not knowing I was messing my body up the whole time, because you gotta understand, when I go in the hospital and they give me the Dilaudid, it's not helping. So if, like, say for instance, I'm in an actual crisis and I'm talking about severe, the pain be so unbearable to the point you gotta walk. This is where I'm like, dang, I think to myself, if I would have never had had this illness, I probably would have never touched that drug. But you got choices. You either make that choice, and I did. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not blaming the doctors. I'm not doing none of that. But I just feel like I would be a lot more further. And I just feel like I wish I would have got the help sooner. And me going to those hospitals, not knowing that I was making my body worse by me taking the opiates and then coming home to take the Suboxone, not knowing my body that it still was feeling like crap, because my body's all over the place, because that's the whole purpose of the Suboxone, to block the receptors of the opiates at your brain. For you, so I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's not knowing. I was making my body worse, pretty much. I was making my body worse, and my doctor told me that. She's like, you making your body worse by going back and forth to the hospital. She's like, you got those kids. I got 2 beautiful boys. I got a 7-year-old and 4-year-old. So
instead of going to the hospital, have you ever had the thoughts that you might, you can get by, you won't be off. And instead of going to the hospital for your situation, have you ever thought about just going out there in the hood and neighborhoods and
I mean, I thought about it, but I'm not doing that. I am not. I was not that. I would go through the pain. I would suffer and go through that stuff before I do something like that. Before I pick up anything and put it in my nose, shoot up in my vein. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I thank God. And there was nobody but God. It was times where I thought about it, like I need something, but I wouldn't go. I wouldn't.
You didn't do it.
I wouldn't. I
didn't do it.
it.
I hope you never do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like one thing lead to another, and next thing you know, you won't even be looking to go to the hospital. It's so easy to get it from the street. You'll just be out here on the street like most of the people abusing that way. So let me ask you something. I heard you say when you was talking that you had 2 kids.
Okay. Yeah.
And from my understanding, the sickle cell is hereditary.
Yeah.
You come from DNA, mom and daddy, and all that. Did you pass the genes on down to
Yes,
your
I
kids?
did. Unfortunately, both of my children have sickle cell disease. I have sickle cell. It's different types of sickle cell disease. It's different types of sickle cell disease.
I'm gonna call you right back.
It's beta plus.
Is something wrong? What's up? Y'all, I'm gonna call you right back. Always trying to call, check on me by abusing a kid.
So it's different types of sickle. Unfortunately, I did. My kids did get sickle cell disease. Their dad, I used to always try to make him go to the doctor. I'm like, listen, you need to go to the doctor. I'm gonna make sure my kids don't have no disease. He used to always say, I don't got it. That's another thing. Please, whenever you having sex with any type of like woman or man, make sure you get tested, because you never know. Because with sickle cell trait, you don't have symptoms. You just always dehydrated all the time. That's what he was doing. I was just like, you sure you're okay? And so eventually he got tested. My doctor was like, listen, I test him. Eventually he got tested and he got sickle cell trait, and I got sickle cell disease. It's different types of sickle cell. I have sickle cell beta plus 0, which is mine is not severe. My kids have the severe one. They have sickle cell SS, both of them, and they got a gene from me and a gene from their dad. That's why it's SS. So my baby just got out the hospital last week. He had his liver was enlarged. He had gallstones. Now usually in that case, I had gallstones too when I was a child. Usually you get gallstones when you you grown, but he's 4. My baby got sickles, and I'm doing it on my own. So, that's why I'm doing everything I can I'm in therapy, trying to do anything I can, because I don't have help from their dad. Me and their dad's not together. So it's just kind of like, it's stress. So when I get stressed, I go to the hospital, and I don't want to do that. So as I got my peer support, she's on me, she's calling me, making sure I'm okay, making sure I need anything. She's taking me where I gotta go. I'm going to NA meetings. Like I said, my story's a lot different, but then again, it's an addiction. It's I still consider myself as an addict, and my doctor keeps saying, Mo, don't say that, but I'm just like, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know, you're on the outside looking on the inside. You don't know what I'm going through, and that's the thing. I feel like these doctors need to do something about it, because if they don't, My baby just got oxycodone the other day in the hospital. It was giving him morphine. He can't speak up for himself, so I'm calling the nurse, asking her, hey, what y'all giving him? Because y'all not finna have my son become addicted to that medicine, and then he has a problem. So I got to stop this now. That's my whole purpose, to make the video, because I don't want to, want that curse to go onto my children. They both got it, and if they're in pain, they got to take some type of opiate.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you spreading that awareness. This is a good story.
Yeah.
I'm glad you shared it with me and chose me to share it with.
Yeah.
You saying that your 4-year-old, he already on morphine and medication. So what steps are you going to take to ensure that your son don't choose the same road that you chose?
Making sure they eat healthy. Those are the important things. That's what's going to keep that pain from coming. Making sure they stay warm in this type of weather, because it's cold outside. Weather is a huge key in drinking water. Water is the huge key to eating when it comes to stopping sickle cell pain, because all it is our cells are sickled, and it sticks to our bones, and that's what if we're not drinking a lot of water, that's what we gotta drink water to keep that going, keep our body. Our oxygen is kind of low than others, our organs are different, so I just want to make sure they're eating healthy, they're drinking a lot of water. Those are the huge things into sickle cell. If people don't understand, I didn't really understand until last year, how huge how huge it is to eat healthy and drink water and work out, keep them active, keep them stressed. Kids go through stress too. When they see me going through stuff, they can feel it. And there's some been days where I don't, I just felt like giving up, but I can't give up because they all I got, and I'm all they have. They don't have nobody but me. So, the only thing I'm working on right now is continue going in them NA meetings. I don't met a whole bunch of single mothers that's gonna be going through stuff. The other day, I was in a car on my peer support, and a lady called her. She said, I'm about to do some dope. She said, I'm about to go crazy. And my peer support said, no, you're not about to do that. She said, no. She said, you can't do that. So that's why I say it's like something, when you do try to do good, it's like you got some type of demon on your back trying to pull you back into that same thing you got yourself out of. So that's how it is with me. Like I'm trying to do good, but it's still stuff that I feel like something on me that's trying to weigh me down and trying to pull me back into that depression, or for me to go get some medicine, and it's not going to help me. It's going to make it worse. So I just pray that I get through it, and I know that I can, but it's going to be a little process, because I've been going through this all my life. So I gotta, like I say, retrain my brain.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's just a thinking thing. It's not. And that's a thing when it comes to drugs. Like it's a thinking thing. You think that you need it, but it's your brain, because all your brain know. All my brain know is drugs. It's opiates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But you do seem like you got a good head on your shoulders, though.
Yeah.
You got your head on right. Seems like you know what steps you need to take. It seems like you already.
I'm about to go to church at 1 o'clock. I didn't want to go, but someone's like, Mo, just go ahead and go. I'm going to a union church. So if anybody want to go to church, a union church, if you got kids, take your kids. They watch your kids for you. They teach your kids about God. I'm going. I don't want to go, and I was like, it's too cold out here, but I'm going to go.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, God, the best road to take now.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of God, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for your two sons.
Yes.
Which they don't nobody.
Yeah.
Like I told you before the interview started, I did hear they got some type of cure for it.
Yeah.
And speaking to you was like you don't trust it.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. But hopefully, if I speak to you again, we're gonna get an update on you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you will still keep yourself safe and do not go back into the streets to buy no type of opiate off the street, no pills, none of that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's like the main thing. The biggest part is in your head, like you're saying. You already got that covered. So with that being said, God bless you. I'm gonna be praying for you, and I look forward to an update.
Thank you.
You're welcome.